Good morning. As I make this, it's Sunday morning, and you can't hardly see through that plastic, but I have been lax about making bread lately, so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and get a loaf started. I will point you to another video up there somewhere where I made bread and baked it in a pressure cooker. Well, this time, the pressure cooker baking worked, and you'll see the pictures of it. But I guess you can hear my dogs barking out there. I guess there's a stray cat. Anyway, I thought, well, I'm going to make a loaf of bread, and while I'm at it, I might as well take some pictures. And while this is rising, this thing isn't just a piece of saran wrap. This is a little, what I call a bowl bonnet. You can get a package of them for $1 or $2. Different sizes to cover different bowls. I use this one for the two bigger bowls I have, and it goes over them just fine. Anyway, I'll point you to the recipe that I use. It's pretty simple and easy. And after a while, when I start to do this second knead on this and put it in loaf pan, I'll bring you back, and then I'll bring you back for baking it. This time, though, I'm going to be using the little Coleman camp oven on top of the stove, and I can put it in an actual loaf pan instead of a disposable aluminum one. Anyway, there you go. I've already done the first, I mixed it, did the first knead on it. Now it's just going to rise, and it's going to take a while. It's a little cool in here this morning. Okay, bring you back later. Okay, the bread is now ready to get out of the bowl. I'll punch it down. Get it out of the bowl and knead it some more. But I'll knead it in the bowl, actually. First, I'm going to grease my pan. Then I'm going to let it rise in for the second rise. And then I'll put the bread in there. I'll cover it with that same plastic and let it rise again. And then I'm going to use the camp oven to bake it, which I'll have to bring you back for. I'm going to try to do this where I'm not in your way. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think you can see that. Yeah, when I'm making this video, it's February 19th, 18th, 19th, I don't know. But it won't be posted for a few days. I like to make... Bread isn't a really complicated thing. It's just a few ingredients, and it's not something you have to work at all day long, because the bread does its own business right in the bowl. The yeast doesn't need you watching over it. That's all I'm going to need that for. I don't put the bread out on a floured surface anymore. I just do all the work right in the bowl. Now, what I've got here is some shortening on my glove. Where are you? There you are. Some shortening on my glove that I'm going to spread around in the pan, and then I'll work the dough up. Get this into a loaf shape in the bowl. It smells good already, and it's only just dough. Alright. It's not perfect. I'll put it in the pan, press it to the corners. Dough is not delicate. It's not like souffle or something. Bread dough. It's pretty durable as far as what you do with it. Alright, it's in the pan. I'll put the cover back over this and let it rise about 30 minutes or whenever I think it's right, because truth is, as cool as it is today, it's taking longer. It took an hour and a half for the first rise instead of just an hour. And it doesn't seem like it's really rising real good, so it may be that my yeast is dying on me. But we'll see when it comes out of when it gets through baking. Just going to lay this off to one side just in case I need it. I want you to look, the inside of this bowl, there's hardly anything in there. If you make bread and you have a lot of stuff stuck in there, your dough may be too wet. You just need, you need a dough that's going to pull everything, or just about everything, from the sides of the pan, and a dough that doesn't stick to your hands when you're working it. If you can get your hands out without having too much on your fingers, then you've got a good dough. Okay, I'll bring you back when it's time to put it in the oven. The bread wasn't rising very good. I don't know. Maybe there's just too much humidity today. I think I saw the humidity was around 95% or something. And that can have an effect on it. So while the oven is heating up, I put a little, it's one of the stove burner grates. I put that up there and put the pan of bread dough on top of that. Generate a little bit of heat. The oven is only up to about 100 degrees right now. So, yeah, I'm still waiting. Okay, y'all, here we go. It's up past 300. It's at 350. Take the top off of this. Put the bread in the oven. Oh, man, that thing is rocking. I don't know what I did. I guess I need to adjust it a little. There, maybe that'll help. Okay. And I'll bring you back when it's done, and we'll see together just how bad that yeast was. I don't know. Maybe I should have just put more in it. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. There. Anyway, see you in a few. Okay, it seems like the bread is done, and of course I didn't bring my pot holders with me. That noise you hear is my inverter cooling. I've got the running things on solar right now. My internet and my laptop and everything. So, alright, let me reach in here. Try not to burn myself. It's not real brown on the top. That's the only thing that well, it might be alright. Get that door closed. And it rose alright. Should have stopped that video I was watching. Anyway, it's just a little lopsided. Put it out here on this on this rack. Try not to get too much in the view. Alright. And I'm gonna, yeah, it's done. I'm gonna rub the top with some, but not really butter, it's margarine, because that's what I've got right now. Anyway, I'm gonna rub it across the top, and then in a few minutes I'll turn it out on this rack. It took about 40 minutes for it to bake, but I'm sure we'll enjoy it. I'm going to have to get in there a little closer. Okay, there's the bread. I'll get it out of the pan a few minutes and put it directly on that wire rack and let it finish cooling. It is very difficult to resist cutting fresh homemade bread as soon as it comes out of the oven because it smells awesome. And it's delicious. Anyway, but I'm going to let it cool because if you cut it while it's still hot, it just mashes down and it's not very nice. It's better to slice it after it's completely cooled. Okay, there it is. It's turned out. You see, I accidentally flipped it over where the top of the loaf went right on the rack, so it made a crease in it, but I don't think it'll bother us much when we're eating it because we'll cut right through it anyway. So there you go. After a little bit, I'll take a picture, just a still shot of it after it's cut. Thanks for watching.